vlog. So we have some big news. I actually thought that I recorded this like a couple weeks ago and I hadn't gotten around to editing it, and I went to edit it at my computer last night and there was nothing there. So I guess I never recorded it, or I was just like talking to the camera. I don't know. Things are crazy right now. Okay, so I haven't announced this publicly yet, but David and I and our family are moving. And I'm gonna tell you why we're moving first, and then where we're moving to and why we're choosing to move there. So the first thing is, we live in Washington State right now. We live near Seattle, and we knew that we wanted to move. Through the pandemic, several things have happened. And so first one is you don't have to go into work anymore. You know, you're home all the time. The second thing is all of the things that I liked to do with Dawson just shut down for like the last year and a month. And they're still not open. All of the friendships that I was either in the process of building or that were established have slowly but surely, almost all of them have slowly but surely just been chipped away at. You know, you weren't supposed to get together with anybody indoors. It's really cold and dark here in Seattle most of the time. And it was, you know, at the beginning of the pandemic and then at the middle, and I was pregnant during most of it, so I couldn't take any risk whatsoever. So I wasn't getting together with anybody. So those relationships, really only one of them survived. And then, yeah, and then all the things we like to do were just closed. So we would essentially have to start over here, because once everything opens back up and we kind of get back into the routine of things, then we might make some, you know, new relationships and go into work and things like that. But we don't want to start over here. We did that 5.5 years ago, and it was not easy. It is not easy to make friends here. And we didn't want to start over. If we're going to start over, we're going to go somewhere else. We've already done it, been there, done that, don't want to do it again. There's a couple other reasons. Oh, the baby's crying, hold on. Okay, I'm back. He might start crying again, but there were several other reasons why we were thinking of moving anyways. So even before the pandemic started, we knew we probably only wanted to be in this house for 5 years maybe. And then we were probably ready to move on. And we started renovating this house, which I showed in one of my other videos, right at the beginning of the pandemic, so February 2020. And so we're renovating it through that beginning part of the pandemic. And we're renovating the upstairs, and we wanted to renovate it so it was nice for us for the next like 5 years. And now we just finished renovating it and we're moving, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, like, the baby's room that he hasn't even slept in, we're leaving, and it's completely done. So it really wasn't something that we had planned on doing, but after thinking about basically just starting over here, we didn't want to do that. The other reasons we wanted to move anyways, you know, I had a cousin who lived here. I had a really good friend who lived here. They moved away. We have 2 really good friends who moved up here from Texas, and they want to move soon. And so we were kind of looking down the barrel of no friends. I have a friend that I love very dearly that I get together with, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, but I don't see her every weekend or anything like that, and I don't want it to just be us. Like, I'm tired of that. We did that when we first moved here before we had friends, and it's not fun. And it's an adventure when you first started, but after a while it gets old. And it's really, really difficult to make friends here and keep them. People just are not very open here. They're not very, well, overall, I would say, like, publicly, they're not very friendly. Oh, darn it. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So, the baby is up here. I'm gonna feed him in a minute. But, so what I was saying, so the people that we made friends with up here are perfectly friendly. They're nice people. Overall, though, in Seattle and the areas surrounding Seattle, I would say, people are not friendly, really. They're not open. They're very reserved. They're kind of private. And so it makes it really hard to make friends because really the only way to make friends up here, in my opinion, is if you work with them, you are part of a recreational or social group or mom's group, or you go to school with them. Whereas in the South or in Texas, you can make a friend at the grocery store. You can make a friend at the place you volunteer at every once in a while. You can make a friend at a mom's group pretty easily. You can make a friend at your kid's daycare. You can make a friend at the gym. Because people talk to each other and they're not afraid to go up to each other and start a conversation. And so, and you can get to know somebody a lot easier. So that makes it a lot easier. You can make a friend at a place of business. Like, that makes it a lot easier. Whereas people here tend to basically just go do what they're gonna do. They don't really pay attention to anybody else or look at anybody else, and they leave. There's not really any value to being friendly or trying to socialize with other people. And so our experience has been, unless you work with them, and really only if you continue to work at that place of business, or you interact with them in some other way on a very regular basis, for an extended period of time, you really can't make friends. I'm the friendliest person I know, okay? I am the friendliest person I know. I can make a friend anywhere. And I have had an extremely hard time making and keeping friends here. You know, friends I had when I worked at one place, not really my friends anymore. I don't see them. I mean, I consider them to be my friends, but it's not like I see them every weekend or something. People in my mom's group are wonderful, but it's taken me like 2 years to get to know them to any extent. And then, you know, other like recreational groups or something like that. Like, how am I don't do recreational groups with kids. Hi to the camera. Oh, say hi, Nolan. You guys haven't seen him in a hot minute. Say, I'm 4 months. I'm 4 months. Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. It's formula, don't worry. Listen, Mommy's a YouTube star. You're just gonna have to get used to it. JK. Okay, so you have that aspect. The other thing about the kind of general vibe up here and the people in general they're not very polite. And I don't mean our friends are polite. The people that we have made friends with over the time we've been here are polite. The people I worked with were always polite. But in general, when you're out in public, people are not very polite. And I don't even live that close to Seattle anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. Did it come? Here, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's so sad. But when you're out in public, yeah, people don't really use their manners. I've had the door slammed in my face when I was 7, 8 months pregnant and had Dawson in tow. I have had, people do not say please or thank you. When you're at the grocery store, I have had people, men and women, who will not say excuse me. They will not say excuse me up here. I don't know why. But they, instead of saying, excuse me, I need to get that, or excuse me, can I get by you? They will just push by you and surprise you because they'll like rub up against the back of you. That's how much they don't want to say excuse me. It is the strangest thing. And they'll just get this close, and then you turn around because either you feel something or you just turn around from doing whatever you're doing, grabbing whatever out of the freezer that you're grabbing, and you're surprised. You're like, oh God, hi. Like, I look at them like, if you need me to move, like, I'll move for you. Can you just say excuse me? Like, it's really not that hard. It drives me crazy. They never say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Never. And that's fine. Yeah, don't open the door. Don't even try to keep the door open. I've opened the door before to let Dawson walk through, and a man will walk through the door. I'm sorry. I was opening this for my 2-year-old, not you. Oh, it is so rude. If like you drop something or something, nobody offers to help. Like, there is no politeness or hospitality when you're out in public. Really, really. It is mind-boggling. I have never gotten over it. It has always bothered me. And I have a really hard time understanding how I am supposed to raise 2 boys in this environment that apparently does not value politeness or manners. Because society as a whole already doesn't expect men to have manners. And here you are, and they don't see it anywhere. I'm not gonna have that. I'm not doing that. So that's a really big one for me. Making friends is a really big one for David. Another thing is the weather. Oh, God bless. God bless. It didn't bother me the first little while, but once I had little kids, you know, it's really hard to get little kids out in the rain and cold. So I would say it's rainy, cold, and dark. Excuse me. Oh, people don't say bless you either, by the way. It's rainy, cold, and dark. I would say 6 months out of the year. What am I thinking? Definitely from October. Half of September, so October, November, December, January, February, March. And we're in April and it's still not very sunny most days. And it is cold on top of that until June. It is cold until June, okay? So it's cold every morning till June. You have to wear like long sleeve shirts and leggings until some point in June. Now the summers are beautiful. The spring is very pretty. So even though it's like, it can be chilly until June, it's still very pretty. Everything's blooming. There's a ton of native plants up here and stuff like that. So that's great. But it's really hard. And it's really hard to get out with kids, little kids, when it's rainy and cold. You have to put like a million things on them to protect them from the weather, from getting their hands too cold or getting the baby wet or things like that. It's like, oh my God, it takes me like 30 minutes to get out the door for a walk. Ugh. And forget getting in the car and getting out of the car in like the rain and cold. I mean, oh God, just give me a break. It's awful. The cost of living up here is another one, but I'll get into, that's part of the reason we're moving to Texas, actually. What are the other reasons we're moving? Yeah, we just don't have any roots here, and we don't want to start over. And, you know, this house that we moved into, that we renovated, that we actually really love, it's not very practical for us. It's not an open floor plan. And so it actually doesn't work that So yeah, and the cost of everything is just very expensive here, like very. I'll give some examples of that. So like gas is expensive. Gas is over $3 for the most part. It's pretty close to 4 some months. Groceries, I spend double, literally double on groceries up here. Childcare, if we want to go out on a date night, okay, per hour, the going rate for 2 children is $25. For 1 child is $20 to $22. And childcare, if I want to work, childcare is in the range of about $1,500 per kid. You might find it for 12 or 13. You might find it for 18, but I would say average it's about 15, and that's a pretty good deal. Then, you know, used items are even expensive up here. It's just ridiculous, you guys. It's just ridiculous. Getting my tabs renewed is like $400. That's registering your car every year, and I had a 2015. So there's all that. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Here you go. Poor thing. Mommy's neglecting him to do YouTube. Okay, sorry, I have to stop and start again, otherwise it's really hard when I edit it. Okay, so we knew we wanted to move in like 5 years, and then the pandemic kind of sped that up, and we thought, well, let's go start over somewhere new. Let's go have a new adventure. And the more, are you all done? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Boop. The more we thought about it, the more we realized, what in the world are we doing? Why are we not going back home where we have a support system? Because of the pandemic, like, nobody's met the baby. Nobody saw me pregnant. We don't have any, nobody's watching the kids grow up. Video calling is like, nobody wants to do that anymore, right? Everybody's burnt out. And so we feel heartbroken that, so this is why we're moving back to Texas, okay? This is why instead of moving anywhere else, we're moving back to Texas. I guess I'm just getting into that. We looked at some other places and we thought, what are we thinking? So nobody's watching our kids grow up. Me and David are the only people who talk about how great our kids are because nobody else knows them. They don't know their cousins. They don't know their aunties. Their aunties don't know them. Their grandparents don't see them hardly at all. And then, God forbid, if David wants to go out of town, or I want to go on a trip, or he has to travel for work or something, I'm by myself. Or he's by himself with 2 kids. With 1, not so much a big deal. With 2, oh my God, kill me. Kill me. I'm not so concerned about date nights, although that will be nice to have, you know, grandma or grandpa nearby, aunties and stuff like that for, you know, a little breaks here and there. Sure. But I need help when David's out of town, and he needs help when I'm out of town. And we've done it before where Nana has had to fly up. And it's like, that can't happen every time, you know, she has a life too. And it's a beast with 2. It really is. And I stay home, so God forbid if I get the flu, there's nowhere to take them. I just have to parent through that, or David has to take off work. So we miss having our family see our kids growing up. We want them to have a relationship with our family. And all of our family lives in Texas, and we do need the support sometimes. We've managed our lives pretty well without the support, but it will be nice. It will be really nice, and sometimes it will be needed. Right now I plan any doctor appointment, hair appointment, or chiropractor appointment, eye appointment, glasses appointment, anything when the kids are napping. So it'll be nice to sometimes maybe not have to do that. We have friends in Texas too, like good friends, like friends we've been friends with for our whole lives. So we can take off one weekend. We can go visit David's family in another city. We can, you know, have a little trip that weekend. We can go see our other friends in other areas of Texas. They can come up and see us. They can drive and see us instead of flying and spending all that money. We have friends in the area that we're moving in Texas. We're moving to Dallas and we have friends there. All of his cousins are there, him and Dawson's cousins. So yeah, and then another reason we want to move to Texas, the cost of living is so much better. We can get a house almost mortgage free after what we've paid for this one. Oh geez, David's calling, hold on. Okay, sorry, the pizza place we wanted to get, they said it would be an hour wait. Okay, so, what else was I saying? The cost of living in Texas is really good. Yeah, we could live like almost mortgage free or get like a 15-year mortgage and pay that down pretty fast. People are polite and friendly. I miss country dancing. Oh my God, I miss country dancing so much. I miss horses. And the sunshine. We need some sun. Sorry, back. So yes, that's why we're moving to Texas. We have a support system there and we just feel like we need to refuel. Maybe at some point we will want a new adventure, you know, want to take the kids somewhere else. But for right now, this is a really good fit. My mom and sister are home during the days. My mom's retired and my sister is a stay-at-home mom. So that kind of gives me someone to go see during the day when David's at work and hang out with and play with. And my other sister lives there now too. She works, but you know, I'd be able to see her more often, which is great. I haven't been able to see her very much. So yeah, I'm just very excited about that. We tried to think about moving back to Austin, but we were completely priced out of Austin. Anything that we would want, we'd basically just switch out this mortgage for that one. And we really didn't want to do that. We really want to try to reduce our mortgage payment. So even though it's not bad, we just want to reduce it. Oh, another thing. I have not had a job up here that I have like loved since we moved here. Well, besides being a stay-at-home mom. And the company I work for now, which is like a concierge relocation company. And I do that work from home, but that's, you know, part-time. But when I am ready to go back to work, I don't foresee myself having something here that I really like. It's a different atmosphere. I'm in social work, and up here in Seattle, I'm kind of a dime a dozen, and I don't have a master's degree. So it doesn't really work very well. Let me scoot a little bit closer. Oh, you're so cute when you're all fit and happy. Mwah. Oh, look at my little baby boy. You just want to sit here and watch Mama talk? Ow, that's my hair. So yes, okay, so that's why we're moving back to Texas. We're very excited. We can't wait. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now I will tell you, I'm kind of having just there's a couple things that I have problems with in Texas. And the first one is allergies. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We are going to get some purifiers. We're probably going to get an air purifier for the central AC system and clean out the ducts in our new house. I also have a real problem with heat, like direct sunlight and heat, which is haha in Texas. Hello, it's Texas. I'm gonna die. So, hold please. Here's your passy. Okay, give mommy just a little bit longer, okay? Thank you. So there's ways that we've tried to mitigate that. I got a new car and it starts from an app so I can cool it off when I'm in a store or whatever. We are going to either put a big tree in our backyard or have a big covered patio for me. And I want a covered front porch as well, and a garage to put the car in. So that's how we're gonna try and mitigate my issues with the heat. We're just gonna do the best we can with that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so today is Saturday the 3rd of, hello, what month is it? April. I am leaving on Thursday the 8th, like this week. So things are kind of crazy. I'm about to show you what the house looks like right now. It's a flippin' disaster. But the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna pack up the kids and pack up in our suitcases things that we'll need. We're gonna go, me and the kids are gonna fly by ourselves to Texas and stay with my mom for a week. And while we're there, David is going to wrap up everything here. He's going to pack up whatever else needs to be packed up that we didn't get to, you know, patch up holes in the walls and take care of the yard. And then he's going to work with the movers to move our stuff out, and work with the real estate agent to get the house cleaned. He's going to leave he has a truck, and he's gonna put things that we need for our temporary apartment. We have a temporary apartment in Dallas with rental furniture, and all of our things will stay in a storage unit from this house until we find a house in Dallas, because we didn't want to buy virtually. So he will then head down, and he will be down in Texas about a week later. Me and him will go to the new rental apartment with the rental furniture and settle in there. Anything that I can't bring in a suitcase that we need for the kids, like the baby swing, the bouncer, you know, some lamps, something like that, you know, silverware, cleaning supplies, all those things you need, he will put in the back of his truck and bring down with him. And then our real estate agent will stage the house, sell the house. We're hoping to get a really pretty penny on this house because we spent so much money fixing it up. So we're hoping to make pretty good money off of it. We'll see, I don't know. And yeah, so she will stage the house, sell the house. Once the house is sold, our plan is to then go out in Dallas and buy a house. Apparently the market in Dallas is like crazy. So unless we find the house of our dreams, we're not going to do a contingent offer. We're going to wait until this house sells, decide how much we have for a down payment, which we're hoping to have a pretty good one, and then go out looking for the house in Dallas. We're also going to get all of our documents in, so we can almost have like a pre-underwriting happening, so that we can, when we do put in an offer, it's a quick offer. It's like, hey, these people are going to close in 2 weeks. They already have all their documents in, like they're going to close. It's not a problem. So that'll be pretty great. Yeah, so pretty excited. I want to show you guys the house real quick so that you can see the type of disaster that we're living in right now. That's real fun. Okay, hold on. Okay, so first off, how cute are you? Say hi, my name's Nolan, and I like to chew on my hands. Hi, Nolan. 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 Say hi. He's so cute. Look at your double chin. Okay, Mommy's gonna go show the house real quick, okay? Okay, so, I mean, this is the house. Oops, focus. Look at this. Look at this place. It is a flippin' mess, you guys. It is awful. I'm gonna show you downstairs too. Look at all the stuff we have everywhere. Look at this. The contractor's like finishing up the little bit of like trim work that needs to be done. This is like what used to be our closet. Like, this is our room. I mean, it's just insane. Okay, so anyways, so I'm I've been super stressed for like 2 weeks now. Like I just can't get it under control. I finally got it under control today because I took a little bit of medication for my anxiety, and that helped. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I'm getting this out so late and you're just now learning about this. I apologize. But we're so excited. We can't wait. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed having some insight into our new move. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be posting stories, updates throughout the day until the day I leave and even after that. And then I will do a new video on my new car. And yeah, that's about it. I am also, oh man, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, if you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And if you want to know anything else about Seattle or Texas, please leave a question in the comments. I'm happy to answer. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.